what's up? So let me see. Hey, Nadira. Okay, a second. Oof. All right, Nadira, go ahead and any questions. See that? All right, Terry will be after Nadira because of the lies Fred heard. Is he done wanting to start a connection with me? Okay, let's see. Terry just said, all right, Terry, you'll be after Nadira. All right. Guys, ancestors are upsetting me. Because the lies Fred heard about Nadira, is he done wanting a new start with her? Like, is he done wanting to start a connection with her? Is he? First off, please, 1, 2, 3. Let's see, is he? King of Wands, okay. 10 of Pentacles. Page of Swords, 3 of Cups. Temperance. I wouldn't say done. I think he's in his ego about it, about something said. I think with the 3 of Cups, there's like a little bit of a want to reconnect. But Temperance feels like, you know what, but I'm cool off that type of thing. Yeah, 4 of Cups, Magician. Yeah, because it's like he was pretty disappointed by what he heard, and it did make him walk away from trying to start something new with you. So is he current? Yeah, and then Ace of Wands here. Ace of Wands, Page. Yeah, it's like choosing to focus on something else rather than trying to get this off the ground. So is he currently done? He's currently done. Positive for chaos and good for now. Queen of Pentacles is here. So my Queen of Pentacles 2, 3. The Empress. Yeah, and maybe wanted to like go to somebody else, or maybe he thought you were like one thing, but then he's just like, nah. Maybe she's not as cool as I thought. That type of thing here. Will he eventually find out it was a lie? Positive for chaos, negative for no Lily 2, 3. The Star. Yeah, so eventually he'll find out that it was all a lie. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Yeah, so you know, justice being served in your favor about this, because it does bother you. Like eventually him finding out that it was just like very immature communication. Yeah, 8 of Wands, King of Swords, 7 of Cups. Especially if he asks around or whatnot. But is he done for the time being? Yes. How come he doesn't come and ask himself? What the fuck? Well, the other thing here is his too. You have to remember like bro code as well as, yeah, bro code, and then the whole thing of like, if one of my friends slept with them, I don't want to do that type of thing, because he touched her or she touched him, or however it goes. But that is a good question to ask. Let's see. Guys, the ancestors that Lord protect me. How come Fred doesn't come and ask Nadira about the truth? How come he doesn't come and ask her directly? Why not? First off, please, 2, 3. Not to mention, with the type of person that Maurice was back in his teens that I picked up and that you confirmed, he probably was thinking that it actually did happen because maybe Maurice was being a little hoe back then. So if he did say I smashed somebody, he probably was being serious, but maybe when it came to you, I don't know. It's just been bothering me, and low-key, I'm not even supposed to know. How I find out? 3 intuitions. And then I came to you. This is weird as fuck. Trust me, I get it. Like, for example, at my workplace, not my workplace, my former workplace, like the very first place that I worked, mind you, I left there like May 2020 simply because I just outgrew it and I wanted to expand more on my tarot stuff. But eventually later on, I found out that somebody was lying about me. I don't know what was said, but it was enough to make some people like cut me off on social media. And I still don't know what the fuck it is. And it's bothering to me as well. And these were people that, you know, I shared good laughs with and everything else. And I'm just like, you know what? Anybody ever finds out the truth or whatever else, don't even try to reconnect with me because the fuck. So trust me, I understand exactly how you feel. Like lying on a person, honestly, like this is extremely childish. But let's see here. Why doesn't he just come and ask? Let's hear it again. Why doesn't Fred just come and ask to hear about the truth? Or for the truth? Why doesn't he just come and ask? There's an ancestor who love the technique. Why doesn't he just come and ask? 2, 1, 2, 3. Why not? Ace of Wands. 10 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, 2 of Swords, Ace of Cups. Part of it is because he feels like it would be kind of like immature to ask, and other part of him may feel like you deny it. Talking about Ace of Cups, 2, 3. Judgment. Talking about Judgment here, 2, 3. 4 of Swords. Ace of Wands, 2, 3. 7 of Cups. Honestly, alongside with what I just said, I think he still is a bit confused about the matter. And I think his better judgment prevents him from. As well as I think maybe some slight disappointment because he did have a lot of feelings. Any other reason why? Ow. First up, please, 2, 3. God. Okay, this is all right. Any other reason why he doesn't just ask her? Any other reason why? It's obvious. 2, 3. Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 7 of Wands. Talking about 7 of Wands, 2, 3. Swords, Knight of Cups, 2, 3 here. Death. And my Knight of Pentacles, 2, 3. 4 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Maybe there's distance between y'all, as well as one thing I can definitely speculate, because my intuition isn't necessarily getting onto anything here, but I feel like this is that type of thing of like choose your battles wisely. I think he felt maybe it was best to kind of just walk away and let it end because he would probably work himself up even more trying to like question you because then it would make him feel like, I don't know, he'd be like very defensive and anxious about it and thought that he just needed to kind of like ground himself. Yeah, so he created distance and just let it happen, but he does think about it every now and then. They think you're hiding it. Okay, if Ray ran into me in August, what may happen? I hope we get to have a conversation. That thing. And when it didn't even start, that's the crazy part. Well, believe it or not, this is more common amongst dudes than you think. Like, I'll give you another example. So, like, years ago, mind you, so, like, you know, I did go to college. Well, I did experience dorm life. And there was this one guy there that I thought he was, like, so cute. His name was, like, Anoop. Everybody called him Snoop or whatnot. I thought he was so cute. Had great legs. Anyways. I one day, like after a while of me, like leaving that campus, anyways, like I saw that he had soft block me, which is basically like you block a person and you unblock them, so you guys are no longer are following. I mean, following each other. So when I did cards, I was like, why? And it's almost like it felt like I'm like because nothing didn't start, and I'm just like, well, he never even talked to me. Come to find out, like I guess he did find me attractive, may have liked me, but was like way too shy or felt insecure and lonely to kind of like do anything. So that happens a hell of a lot more often than you think. I know it doesn't make any sense, but yes, he never talks to me. Exactly. Perfect example. Uh-huh. And mind you, the one time that I did talk to this dude, I said hi and he completely fucking brushed me off like he didn't hear me. And then come to find that out. And I'm like, what the fuck? Not to mention the state of mind that they're into, especially being that young. Like either like feeling insecure or lonely, kind of standoffish, not knowing how to approach you or whatever else, so they just stay away and then they act so aloof. And then they get upset at you and expect you to know. Like, bitch, how the fuck was I supposed to know? You over there mean mugging me. I thought you hated me. Oh, it's comedic but annoying. But anyways. My guys and ancestors are what I need. If Fran ran into Nadira in August, what could happen? What may happen if this happens? Please 2, 3. Let's see it. Having the High Priestess, 6 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and the Tower. Well, for one, if he ran into you, he'd be in for a shock because he hasn't seen you in a long time, doesn't necessarily know what you're up to, and would kind of consider, coming towards you. But at the same time, with the 6 of Wands, like, I mean, that's like trying to get up, like, get over something or get one up on somebody or something like that, or act like you're not bothered. So I think he'd be shocked, but I wouldn't be surprised if he just didn't talk or whatnot. So yeah, 5 of Swords, Strength. He'd have a bit of a bruised ego in the sense of almost like a reminder of past pain or past defeat, but would definitely try to balance out his energy. Yeah, the Chariot, the Hermit would try to move forward from the situation, but would definitely be in his head. Is it possible they'd have a conversation? Is it possible that they, chat at least? Cross out please 2, 3. 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. There'd be an opportunity for it. And then you have here the Emperor. Tell me about the Emperor. 2, 3. Justice. Either that's like giving somebody respect here or like, I don't know, like there'd be that opportunity. But again, he could definitely like be in his ego, but may try to be fair too. Yeah, because again, he's still kind of disappointed. So honestly, if you were to run into this dude next month, I mean, he'd be in for a bit of a shock. May want to kind of just move on from the situation, but there is a chance that the two of you could definitely chat. That's definitely a possibility I'm seeing here. Also, let me see. When he does find out that he was lied to, or what he believes about Nadira is a lie, how will he find out? 2, 3. How will he find out? How will he find out? Stop please 2, 3. 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords. This could hint towards work as well as, I mean, I'm going to assume that you went to school with some of them. Ace of Swords does talk about the truth. Page of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. I don't know, maybe like an earth sign says something about 10 of Wands, 2, 3. Like, it says something that kind of like illuminates what he's been stressing about or what he did stress about maybe. And then 10 of Pentacles, so I don't know if this is like during like a reunion or something. My 2 of Swords, 2, 3. 4 of Pentacles. Maybe this was said about you because maybe they didn't want you to be available to anybody else. Maybe they wanted to kind of like be selfish and maybe covet the position. Yeah, Three of Swords, which can talk about betrayal and sometimes competition, depending. Three of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. And Three of Swords is a lie, Queen of Pentacles. In reality, all you did was just probably like talk to Maurice. How would Fred feel, or how will he feel when he does find out that it was all a lie? 2, 3. The Fool, 8 of Cups, 3 of Cups. He'll be able to free himself at least and be happy. But I don't think he'll be happy about the fact that he was lied to. So, okay. Ooh, yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. Terry, go ahead with any question. What are his thoughts of me, Pisces? Alright, it's my guys to answer this with a look to me. So the Pisces person that Terry is inquiring about. What are this person's thoughts of her currently? What are their thoughts of her currently? Please 2, 3. Their thoughts. 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords, Death. Wait, let me redraw because I'm just kind of like putting stuff out there. Give me a second. I'm just like, wait a minute, I can't read that. Okay, to my Pisces and sisters that will protect me. What are the Pisces thoughts of Madeira? This Pisces person that she's inquiring about. What are their thoughts of her? What are their thoughts of her? Please 1, 2, 3. 5 of Pentacles reverse flew out. 5 of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, what are her thoughts? What are this person's thoughts of her? Please 2, 3. So, I mean, 5 of Pentacles reverse could talk about coming out the cold with somebody, like being very open, no longer being shy. Maybe they want you to open up to them, or they want to be open. What did I say before? So, my bad. You were saying that, oh, fuck. This shit again. I remember I used to do that like years ago. Y'all were just like, no, I'm like, my bad. Give me a second. My guys, so what are this Pisces person's thoughts? Terry, what are this person's thoughts of Terry? What are their thoughts of Terry? Please 2, 3. Their thoughts of Terry. Please 2, 3. Let's see. All right. High Priestess. Okay. So this can talk about somebody that's, pretty mysterious. So they're not very open about themselves, or they're perceived to be mysterious. Also seductive and attractive, because that's somebody that doesn't reveal their whole hand. 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Their thoughts of you, they may feel like you're somebody that may have a lot of money, honestly, or is working towards like long-term stability and legacy. Let's see here. King of Wands, 7 of Cups. You are in their head, I will say this much. They may be attracted to you. 7 of Swords, 2, 3. Their thoughts of you. I see here, they may also feel as if you're somebody that can be very slow moving. Not in a bad way, but just practical, steady. May also wonder, like, underneath that, if you're somebody that can be like impulsive or kind of brash or goes after what they want. That type of thing here. Also, you're somebody that does leave a lot up to the imagination, so you may not reveal too much about yourself. So their thoughts of you could be like, I want to know more about this person, or I wonder if there's more to them. So there's more. 2, 3. The Chariot, 3 of Pentacles, Temperance. They may feel like you're trying to move forward when it comes to work and collaborations. As well as with the Temperance card, they may also think of you as somebody that's pretty peaceful, like neutral in a sense. Ace of Pentacles and Two of Wands. They also may see you as somebody as a person that has a lot of potential here, that may have a lot of achievements or has a lot of big things going towards them. And with the Two of Wands, they thought about like coming towards you, maybe even having a new start with you themselves. Yeah, the Emperor, Six of Cups. But they also may feel like you're somebody that does have like a serious demeanor, but at the same time like very sweet and talkative. They're attracted. What do they find attract? Well, they could be, but I'll last. 3 cards at the top. What is this person find attractive about her too? 3. What do they find attractive about her? 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and 3 of Swords. Your work ethic and not afraid to get dirty. Not in that way, but like Nine of Wands can talk about stress and 3 of Swords can talk about hardships and frustration, but as well as like troubleshooting, problem solving. So may feel like you're somebody that's brave or does a lot when they're faced with adversity. So my Nine of Wands, 2, 3. The Empress. Tell about 3 of Swords, 2, 3. Again, that's something that I pick up about you a lot. I don't know if you dress like moderately, like not moderately, but like what's that word? Being modest. Like, yeah. I don't know if you dress modestly here or you just have like a certain style of dress that doesn't necessarily like reveal too much. But the Empress is somebody that's a very beautiful individual as well as like, very well stacked. And you have your King of Swords. They like how you're able to cut through bullshit too. So I think they find you attractive in an intelligent sense, as well as like physically speaking, as well as like, oh, she's a brick house. She has huge tits, that type of thing. She's real pretty, has a strong work ethic. But that's what I get. Honestly, that stuff sounds good. I do, but it's like bodycon. Ah. Okay, so that makes sense. So like fitted. I do have a large chest. Gotcha on that one. I'm gonna send for a follow-up on this. All right. All right, go ahead and put down your other question. All right, does he want to like date me or collaborate with me? It's hard to tell if he just thinks I'm cute or would be open to more. Let's see. So I'm gonna do 4 cards up the top here and then 4 on the bottom here. Hey JD. So, does this Pisces guy, does he want to date her? Does he want to date her? Cashapp 2, 3. Does he want to date her? Does he want to date her? Cashapp 2, 3. Let's see, does he? Can I donate or the list closed? You can donate. So does he want to date? Ooh, Fortune, 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, the World. So that's quite possible. Let's see here. Does he want to collaborate with her? Cashapp 1, 2, 3. 3 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, 7 of Cups, Page of Swords. I'm getting more positive cards, and then 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting more positive cards in terms of dating than collaborating. Yeah, because, you know, putting the effort to build something and to move forward with you, to kind of like maybe change your relationship status, whereas to collaborating, like they may have been in their head about that before, like maybe with like certain ideas, but either it's like a different type of collaboration, or it's just like straight up saying no here. Maybe they want to like fuck around. In terms of collaborate, would he want to collaborate with her, like in terms of like adult entertainment? Positive card, yes, negative card for no. The Hangman, he's in between that. It's like, it's almost like an eh. Maybe if he got the opportunity. Also, give me a second. So I think he may want to date you. If he does want to date her, why? Cashapp 2, 3. 2 of Swords. Why? Cashapp 2, 3. Let's see, 2 of Swords. Knight of Swords. 6 of Pentacles. He'd like to give it a chance because 2 of Swords is here. That can talk about being blocked off, but that's also not knowing something. So maybe wanting to get to know you more, wanting to actually like pursue you. Talking about 2 of Swords, 2, 3. 5 of Pentacles. Why? He doesn't really like know you like that. Maybe it's some history behind it. Talking about 6 of Pentacles, 2, 3. 3 of Cups. Maybe he thinks it'd be like a good idea or fun. And then the Moon card. So the Moon will talk about mystery again. Anxiety, not knowing something. Honestly, I think he would want to, because it's just more so like, I don't really like know this person, but if he got to know you, he probably would. So that's what I get there. But that's what I get. JD, go ahead and put any questions. I mean, that's fair. We only met twice in passing. Well, we shall see. Hopefully I'll see him again. Hopefully too. Succeeding in love. JD, can you go ahead and put down your questions unless you're already doing that? Alright. Maybe I should have saying phrase again. Okay, good. It didn't freeze. Alright, cool. Wait, let me check if the sound. Okay, no, so it sounds good. Okay, my bad. You're good. Go ahead with any questions. Right, energy update on career. All right, give me a second. You need to get off the table now. Oh, that's just disgusting. Get off the table. Come on. Come on. Get off. Thank you. Hi, Michael. Alright, so. Okay. So, energy update on JD's career, please. Energy update on JD's career, please. Anything she needs to know, and anything she needs to hear, especially new to. Great. Alright, so let's see. Alright. I have 3 of Wands, so that can talk about waiting for something, trying to see what else is out there. And I know you're looking at other jobs. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Yeah, you're looking for a place that's better, something that you're more content with. 6 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Okay, I think there will be success in at least like finding something that you connect well with. That maybe there's not a lot of like and not like a lot of back and forth. Can you read off energy? Yeah. If you mean like channel, I can to a certain extent, but I get kind of confused about it, so you'd have to confirm. Let's see here, 4 of Swords, the Chariot, 5 of Swords here. 5 of Swords, 2, 3. 9 of Swords, I see. That can talk about like a lot of reflection on trying to move forward, especially when people are constantly like being slime balls to you. As well as maybe frustration in wanting to move forward, but maybe feeling like if there's either like delays or just like really wanting to jump the gun on something. Anything else? What's up, please? 2, 3. Honestly, all it's giving me is what we've talked about. Let's see here, Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, 10 of Swords. So there may be some sort of clarity or reckoning about like ending here. About 10 of Swords, 2, 3. The Devil. Oh, I see here. So there may be like some sort of clarity or truth that comes out about like some sort of sabotage that's been happening around your workplace. Anything new though? Anything new? Press up, please. 2, 3. Let's see here. 6 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords. So 6 of Swords usually goes towards like trying to move away from something or move towards something here. So tell me about 5 of Cups and 3 of Swords. 2, 3. The Magician. You may be able to like move on from where you're at and create better rather than be around people that are very disappointing and untrustworthy. Either that or it's just telling you to be aware of people around this time that could be trying to like manipulate situations. But that's all I get. It's nothing really too new, honestly. Yep. What's her second? Ooh. Sorry, I'm just grabbing. Nice cards, thanks. Remember, I told you no overtime. Someone quit. I just feel stuck and tired. I see. Yeah, I would say continue to look for a new place. Because I don't see why adults can't just act like fucking adults. Alright, do you see anything getting better or better for me towards the end of the year? Sure, let's see. Alright. Also, I'm gonna use another deck. Sorry, because the other ones I don't have on me right now. Do I want to use these? I'll go ahead and use these. Will anything be getting better for her if I get towards the end of the year? Will anything be getting better for her towards the end of the year for Lovelies 2, 3? Let's see. Two of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Magician. So yes, so certain things that you've been manifesting, whether it be love or like new opportunities that you feel like you'd be emotionally excited for, I do see happening. Especially like a Two of Wands would talk about like taking a new path as well as the future. So yes, yeah, High Priestess, and intuitively you may be able to sense it, or maybe able to sense it happening around a time where you feel like things are moving forward here. Also, that's just the whole thing of to listen to your intuition and protect your energy around this time. With the High Priestess, 2 or 3. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Protecting, yeah, also like keeping quiet about certain ideas that you have when it comes to maybe like, like business ideas or just like things that are creative in general. Yeah, especially when it comes to money and family. So what will be getting better for her? What will be getting better for her? For Lovelies 2 and 3. Judgment, 9 of Wands. Excuse me. Something that's been kind of like stressing you out that's been like pretty slow moving. Especially maybe surrounding like something that you've been at for quite some time. Tell me about Judgment. 2 and 3. 2 of Swords. Like a decision you feel blocked off from making or being made for you. What is this talking about? 2, 3. Something you've been waiting on, putting in a lot of effort towards. Is this about work? Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Yes. So when it comes to work, this could either be like the overtime thing or getting a new job. Is this about overtime? Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Definitely that. Would this also be about her getting a new job? Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Justice. More so towards like overtime here, but justice would talk about the right thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and say both, just cause, but definitely overtime. What else will get better for her towards the end of the year? For Sophie's 2, 3. 7 of Wands, the Moon, the Lovers. I guess like when it comes to certain people, no longer having to defend yourself, or maybe when it comes to love, like no longer kind of like being defensive about being left in the dark about it. Yeah, the Devil, like letting go of any like fears surrounding love, especially like if it's giving you internal conflict, or this is more so about like things straightening out when it comes to like really troublesome people. What about in love? That's all these 2, 3. King of Swords, Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords. So you could have somebody coming to you out of nowhere. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. I think eventually you invest your time with somebody that's very giving and honest. So perhaps when it comes to like maybe all areas of life, things begin to get better, especially when it comes to work. So that's what I get there. What's your last one? Going on a trip this week. Anything to expect? Alright, so let's see. So is there anything, since Baby's going on a trip this week, is there anything she should expect? Anything that she should expect? Exactly, 2, 3. Is there anything? The Emperor, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Strength. I do see you feeling like, you know, more control and feeling confident about yourself. As well as Ace of Wands is here. So why is Ace of Wands here? 2, 3. The Lovers. Oh, maybe there's like an offer for love physically. Anything else? 2, 3. So that could happen. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. I think you leave behind like anything that you've been mentally invested in, and just continue to like you just like have fun and become emotionally grounded. Yeah, Eight of Swords, Seven of Cups. They're also telling you like try not to be in your head this much during the trip. Now, what more about the love thing though? So please, 1, 2, 3. The Sun, Magician. Maybe something that you've been manifesting happens, or there could be like a Leo or somebody, because this is a whole bunch of signs, but like somebody trying to like get something off the ground with you. Four of Pentacles, the Star. Like, I don't know, maybe you get lucky, like kind of comes out of nowhere. And to the Star card, it could be something that may feel kind of like refreshing to you. Talking about the Four of Pentacles, 2, 3 here. Page of Swords. You might try to like write this person off at first. Is this something she should like accept? Is this something that she should accept? Pause card, yes, negative card for no. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles could definitely lead to something. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Again, kind of comes out of nowhere, but wouldn't hurt to kind of like take a risk. Of course, like be discerning. But like Eight of Cups, the Moon. But you may kind of like worry about it because like, I don't know if where you're going is like, you know, long distance, of course. You may be like, I might not see this person, or they might not contact me. But that's what I see. I feel like you have fun on this trip as well as you meet somebody. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Oof, I'm cramping a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. But thank you everybody that came on tonight. Oof. Everyone have a good night. Bye.